This Saturday, since I just finished Dragon Ball Super, I literally had nothing to do, but then I realized My Hero Academia's new episode was dropping. So I decided, yeah, let's watch that because, like, I'm a My Hero fan. And it was the last episode of the season. What's up, guys? It's Blueflame here, and in today's video, we're gonna be going over Season 7 of My Hero Academia! Yes, Season 7 of My Hero Academia has officially ended. My Hero Academia Season 7 was awesome! It had some of the greatest animation in the entire series, had some of the best battles in the entire series, and was, in general, amazing. Like, if you haven't watched My Hero Academia, I think you should because this season was absolutely insane. I really wanted to go over My Hero Academia in this season in general because I just want to review it today. And I was planning on making my new video today, but like I guess that's gonna have to wait because like bro, I talked about the Demon Slayer Hashira training arc. I'm talking about My Hero Academia Season 7. So first, we're gonna talk about my actual thoughts on this season. Now, what were my thoughts on this season? I freaking loved it. The season had really good animation, in my opinion. I don't know why, they just decided to go ham with this season. And overall, it's an amazing season. It might even be the best season of My Hero Academia. I know some of y'all may be coming at me with your pitchforks saying, why did you say that? My Hero Academia Season 3 is currently peak fiction. Bro, shut up, let me cook. Overall thoughts, I absolutely love this season. Definitely recommend watching it. Like, if you haven't watched it yet, like, what are you doing? You're missing out on some of the best content ever. Like, sit on your couch, glue yourself to the couch, and watch all 21 episodes of the season. Next thing I want to talk about is the fights. Let's talk about the fights. The fights in this season were incredible! This season was insane with the fights. I mean, when you already start out the season with a fight, that's insane. Like, it's not just a normal training camp battle. No, this is a real battle that's actually serious to the story. Sword Stripe versus Shigaraki is easily one of the best fights in the entire anime because of just how hard it went with the animation. Animation in this fight is crazy, especially considering this is the first fight in the entire season. So season 7 was already starting off with a bang. To top it all off, it kills off a hero in the first 2 episodes of the season. Like, how do you do that? My hero was not playing around anymore. Like, Bones was going crazy. Horikoshi was going crazy with this season. After that, we don't really get another fight for a while until the Final War arc, of course. The Final War arc gave us some of the best battles in the entire show, and I can't really go over all of them because everyone was fighting during this, but I think I should go over what I consider to be some of the best. So let's start out with the first one I want to cover, Todoroki versus Dabi. This fight may be one of the shortest fights in the entire anime, but it actually ended up extending itself to a way longer season, and I think it was really good. I would think it was really good executed. The music was incredible. The action itself was insane. Like, I love Todoroki's Phosphor and Dabi himself just being Dabi. So that's already a plus. In general, I just love how hard they went with this fight. It was insane. 2 flash fires this season, one of my favorite episodes in the entire season, and it definitely showed during this series. We have another great fight, Bakugo versus Shigaraki. Yes, you heard me correctly. For those who stopped watching for a little bit, aka literally all my friends, like, they didn't, like, I was watching it with my friend one time, and they just stopped watching. Bakugo vs. Shigaraki was easily incredible. I know it was more of a beatdown than a fight, considering, like, well, that's actually how much Dragon Ball fights go. Bakugo gets dogged on in this fight. Like, literally, there's no mercy, nothing at all. Bakugo had no plot armor in this fight. Like, this man was bleeding. He was bleeding everywhere, and once that heart goes through him, yeah, bro is done. Like, the only thing that ever saved him was freaking Edge Shot, which was another hero, okay? It wasn't some healing power. It was him pumping his heart up again, so his heart doesn't stop and he doesn't die. Bakugo was absolutely awesome during this season, holding off Shigaraki until Deku would arrive. I think the next fight I'm gonna cover is Toga versus Ochako. While this fight was more of words and beating, this was definitely a really good fight for the series. I loved a lot about it, considering it was just really interesting the whole time. It was so nice. I loved their like dynamic or whatever. It was so fun to see. Loved it. Loved every aspect about it. It was amazing. Absolutely loved this fight, even though it wasn't really more a fight and more of an exchange of words. And I think this would not be me covering the fights without going over the best fight in the series, aside from All Might vs. All For One. Deku versus Shigaraki. This fight is already incredible due to the animation. They bring back You Say Run. Yes, You Say Run, the OST that played during Deku vs. Todoroki and All Might vs. Nomu. And also, Deku uses Gear Shift for the first time. Like, that is insane. And bro destroys Shigaraki during this fight. The animation went so hard, and it had no reason to go this hard. I absolutely love this episode of My Hero Academia. Absolutely love it. Like, it is a must watch. Watch episode 13. It is amazing. I think the last fight I want to cover was the season finale, All Might vs. All For One round 3. All Might vs. All For One round 3 was the unexpected fight that none of us knew we needed. I mean, we all love All Might as a character. He's one of the most well-written characters in the entire series. But to see him go up against All For One for the third time canonically, yes, he fought him off screen during that one time. He fights him again in season 3, and then he fights him a third time during this. He goes crazy during this fight. No, he actually goes crazy during this fight. All Might was literally destroying, they were literally destroying entire buildings during this fight. And I know they did that during All Might versus All For One, but that was with All Might having power. All Might doesn't have power. He only has an Iron Man suit, which is crazy to think that he had an Iron Man suit. An Iron Man suit! What is going on anymore? What was Horikoshi cooking? Because this man was cooking! Absolutely love the season finale. And it even lives on a cliffhanger, which is going to be the third thing I'm going to bring up. It leaves on a cliffhanger. It does leave on a cliffhanger, and if you're thinking that it happened before the ending happened, nope. It happened after the ending, which is kind of what they do. But hold up. But let me tell you something. What was going on was insane. So, the cliffhanger was something I didn't understand at first. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the cliffhanger leaves. It shows where Bakugo fought, and it just shows his card and some blood on the ground. Which, if you don't know the card, he drops it during his fight with it, and it ended with him saying he wanted an autograph, and it was really sad. Hold up, but let me tell you something. When you go back and you look at it, I think what it's meaning to tell us is Bakugo is up. Bakugo is moving. This man is moving again, because we don't see his body, we just see the card and some blood on the ground. Which means to tell us that during the final season, Bakugo is going to make an entrance and fight again. He's probably going to fight with Deku, which is going to be insane, because I think this is all what we all wanted. That's why that's why I'm so excited for season 8, because that's not only the final season. We're not only going to get the rest of All Might versus All For One, but we also might have the chance to see Deku and Shigaraki, and Deku and Bakugo team up, which is gonna be crazy. I'm absolutely flabbergasted by Bones' work during this season, I think they did an amazing job. Can't wait to rewatch this season. In my opinion, what's the rating out of My Hero Academia? What's the rating for this season? I think it does not deserve anything better than a 9.5 out of 10. No season is really perfect. It's really hard to make a perfect season, but I think season 7 was the closest My Hero Academia season to being perfect. I think the main reason was I can't rate season 3 a 10 out of 10 due to the filler. Like, there was filler in between it, and like, nobody really cares about that. Like, nobody really cares about filler anymore. I don't even care about filler anymore. I skipped it. So I think that's where I'm gonna wrap it up. In my opinion, this was the best season of My Hero Academia. I absolutely loved everything about it. There was so much going on in this season that I absolutely loved about it. There's just so much that we're just literally cooking. I loved every aspect about this season except for a little bit of the UA Trader arc. I don't really care about this part of the series, but everything else about this season was literally executed to perfection. And now I'm gonna go play Fortnitemares. So I want y'all to I gotta do my outro because I haven't done it in a while. And stay cool, calm, and collected. And this shirt tells you all you need to know. And I will see you all in the next video.